Hello and welcome. I want to talk about some changes that have been recently made into the way that MigrationWiz performs its application consent. And some very exciting changes, actually, to be honest. It's actually a much better flow when you go through the project setup. But what I want to show you is really what's changed and really how that might affect some projects that you may have in flight and what you need to do for setting these up in the future. So on this particular video, I'm going to talk about the OneDrive, and the subsequent we'll talk about the other items with Teams. So let's have a look at OneDrive here. So if we look at the OneDrive project, you can see this one is well and truly in flight, and it's got an item queued, one completed, so we're in a good state with it. But what I want to show you is if we edit the project and have a look at the source settings, if previously you were using application permission for the permissions on the OneDrive in both source and target, then there is nothing you need to do. They will continue to work completely fine. If you were using delegated permissions, you will need to re-consent to those delegated permissions to have that project work. So if we look in this case, you can see my destination is both application permissions. But let's suppose we were to change it to delegated permissions, and let me show you what that does. Let's say we make the source delegated. You can see that the need for that account drops away. And we'll do the same thing inside the target as well and hit save. Now, what happens when we get to our summary page here, you'll notice that obviously we've got this little block up the top here. But from the summary there, we can look at the project summary instead, and you can see we are pending authorization for the delegated consent. Now, no longer do we need to go in the help desk article and grab that link out and then paste that into the browser and everything. This is a much better flow. This is really nice to see. We actually just hit delegate consent there on both of those, and then supply the login credentials. So let's go ahead and do that. So we'll take our source, which I know is that Cozy Mouse tenant, and you can see it's asking for that. There we go. I'm already signed in there, obviously. So that's good. That's finished. And then on the destination side, which is my TCG E5 demo tenant. And there we go. Hit accept on there. And that, again, goes through very nice and cleanly. And if that doesn't update immediately, just refresh the page and it will. If I just hit F5 there, you'll see it'll say that it's correctly done now. And you can see both of them are authorized. So really, I've now converted my project over. I'm using the delegated permissions instead of application permissions. Now, I should mention as well, for the delegate permissions, that account that you're logging in has, it can be a global administrator, that's fine, but the least rights that it needs is going to be application administrator, which is obviously what you'd set up inside that account with the administrative roles that it has. So be aware of that one. But really, from a OneDrive perspective, that is all you would need to do, really, is check your project and to see if you are application permissions. And if you are, no problem. If you've been using delegate, you'll find that on the summary page, you will have to go and re-consent to those rights. And then, yes, carry on and use that project as you were previously.